And I guess all of you know why we have gathered together. This is our very first session of GDSC TIB, or Google Developers Student Club Techno International Batanagar. So I'll be sharing my screen. I'm hoping that it's visible. Yeah. Can someone confirm in the chat if it's visible?
Visible.
Okay, thank you so much, Gaurav. So we are starting. Okay, so as I have said, this is our very first session of Google Developer Student Club's Techno International Batanagar, and I welcome all of you to our first session. You must be wondering, who am I? Well, I am Neha Sahu. I am a fourth year student. I'm pursuing BTech in Computer Science of Engineering from Techno International Batanagar, and I am the lead for this year, and I will be leading you throughout the year in this amazing community that we have formed, all of us together. So let's start with it. So let's first understand what is GDSC, because this is a GDSC session. So let's first dig in and understand what is GDSC and why you should be joining this. So GDSC stands for Google Developers Student Club. It was formerly known as Developers Student Club, and from this year we have started to call it Google Developer Student Club. So most of you are very much aware about this term and you must have heard about it. It is a community of a group of colleges and university students interested in Google developer technologies. In this, students from all undergraduate or graduate programs with an interest in growing as a developer are welcome. By joining a GDSC, students grow and their knowledge in a peer environment also enhances. And we together build solutions for local businesses and their community. It comprises of anyone and everyone who has a knack for technology or who has been meaning to solve local problems at hand. Now, this was a very formal introduction of what GDSC is, but essentially it is said that GDSC is only about Google developer technologies, but to be honest, it is not so. We do not limit ourselves to any kind of technology, because at the end of the day, we are passionate learners. We believe that technology can bring amazing changes, and that is why we don't limit ourselves to only Google developer technologies. And it makes me very much proud that we have been a part of this community for a while now. Now, currently, we have around 350 chapters in India, and I'm talking about GDSC chapters. We have around 350 plus GDSC chapters in India, and it gives me immense pleasure to mention that we have been growing, learning, and connecting together for a while now. And our community, that is GDSC TIB, has been successfully running in our college for 3 years now. And all of that credit goes to our former leads, Alisha Shaw and Shuvradeep Ghosh, who have shaped GDSC TIB to what it is today. From this year, we believe that whatever the legacy that they have left for us, we will try to carry it forward and make sure that we keep this community as alive and active as much as possible. Now, having said that, let's look at what GDSC in actual looks like. As you can see here, so many students are there. All of those are passionate leaders of GDSC, people who believe that technology can bring extraordinary changes in our environment and in our surrounding. These are the people who believe that if technology is made and put into work, there can be some changes that could solve a lot of our problems. And these are the peoples who are shaping DSC continually for 3 years now. And this is a picture from India's lead of summit of all the GDSC leads. And I hope that this has got you a little bit excited about what GDSC is all about. Now let's dig in and understand what we intend to do in our community. So I think we have got over with what is GDSC. So it's time that you should learn what we are planning to do this year. So as you can see here we will be completely relying on teamwork, because it's not easy learning something and building them. So why not make it a little bit interesting by using team spirit and making it a lot more easier for all of us. So these are the activities that we plan to do this year. We will be hosting some study jams that will be powered by Google. By powering by Google, I mean that Google will be providing us resources so that passionate learners like you can take advantage of that. And we as a community will together learn all those technologies and try to build solutions with them. We will be hosting workshops of our own. So as I said, this is a community, right? So we will be learning together. So why not host workshops that can help, we can help each other. We will be sharing knowledge with each other. So just in case if someone knows something that I don't know, they can come up and they can always try to facilitate this knowledge to all the community members. Apart from that, we will be hosting some amazing hackathons, because what is learning without implementation? It means nothing, right? So why not host hackathons as well? We will be hosting hackathons so that we can implement whatever we have learned throughout the workshops and all the resources that Google is providing us. Apart from that, we also plan to do collaboratory projects. That is, we will be collaborating with people in this community, outside this community, and it does not matter if they are from TIB or not, because this community is open to everyone. As I said, this is for anyone and everyone who has knack of solving technological problems. So that is also something we are going to do. And at the end of the day, this is a very informal community. Yes, it's formal by the boundaries that we have, but apart from that, we can always have fun. And that is why we will also be hosting some gaming nights. I hope this has got the gamers in the chat excited. And that is what we plan to do essentially. Definitely with time, we will be enhancing all of these plans and making sure that we fit into something really good. So moving forward, now let's understand why you should become a part of Google Developer Student Clubs. I mean, there should definitely be some kind of perk, right, that could make you be a part of this. So let's discuss those perks. So starting with, definitely, as I said, you will be given the access to a lot of learning resources. Like over the year, we will be having some amazing workshops. Like we will be having web development workshops. We will also be having Android study jams. Android study jams are hosted by Google. Then we will have the Google Cloud program, which is again hosted by Google. So all of these learning resources will be facilitated through this community. Apart from that, since this is a community, we will be learning peer-to-peer. So peer-to-peer learning is very important, because at the end of the day, when you learn something, you can't implement it all alone. Yeah, you can implement it, but it makes it a lot more fun and easy when you collaborate with people. Apart from that, you will be networking. By networking, I mean that since you will be meeting a lot of people inside this community who will be sharing some common interest with you. So I think it is amazing always to meet people who are interested in the same domain as I am. Now, we will also make sure that we encourage everyone to try something new, because it makes no sense by just learning something and sitting. So it's always better that we keep pushing ourselves and try to achieve as much as possible. Growing as an individual, definitely this is a very important aspect of this community. When you start getting associated with this community, you will grow as an individual, because you will get a lot of opportunities to prove yourself, to polish yourself. So you will grow as an individual. And at the end of the day, since this is a community and we believe in solving local problems, so yeah, we will be solving local problems together as well. So this is, you must have felt this, being a programmer is not easy, right? You have to, go through a lot. Throw back to the endless number of times that you have omitted a semicolon and lost your mind. Well, this is what it feels like when suddenly you remember that, okay, this bug must have been, could have been fixed if I would have put semicolon there. So being a programmer is not easy. I know now Python programmers would say that, hey, we don't face that, but let's not forget that you get indentation as well. So it's not easy. And yeah, while looking at these programming memes is fun, but definitely this is a humor based on our fun, on our pain. So I hope that as a programmer, we have gone through a lot. So as programming is not easy, I think all of you would agree that programming is not easy. When we learn our first programming language, from understanding all of those concepts to actually building something that could be used and a real life application is a very difficult journey. So I guess this community can help you in making that journey a little bit much easier. And even if it does not make that easier, I think when we do things together, that is what the most important fun aspect of that is like. So since we have did that, I think it's time for me to introduce you to our team, the people who have made sure that this event comes live, and all the people who would be mentoring us throughout this year. And I think they would be hosting some amazing technological workshops and events as well. These are some passionate learners like you who believe that if they can share their knowledge, then it would be for their best and it would be beneficial for our community. So shout out to all those passionate learners. Now I would be handling over to them so that they can tell us about all the technologies that we can start with. So first I would like to welcome the app development team, which would be taking over right now, and they would be telling us all about web development.
So hello, good evening everyone. First of all, thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Rohit Rishi. I am a third year CSC student at Techno International Batanagar. I am a member of app development team at GDSC TIB, and I am going to tell you about app development. So when we heard about app development, a name Android suddenly comes in our mind. So what is this Android actually? So let me tell you. Android is a mobile operating system based on a modified version of Linux kernel and other open source software. It is mainly designed for touchscreen mobile, such as smartphones, tablets, etc. And another thing comes in our mind that from where this concept of Android comes from. So let me tell you about its origin. Android begins in 2003 as a project of American technology company called Android Incorporation to develop an operating system for digital cameras. But in 2004, project changed to become an operating system for smartphones and was bought by Google. And then Google founded the Open Handset Alliance, a consortium of developers, and launched its very first Android version. Can you guess its name? You can tell me in the comment section what was the first version. So this is Alpha Android 1.0 with API 1. Now we have discussed about the Android and its origin. I like to invite my friend Niranjan to carry this forward. Niranjan, please.
Thank you, Rohit, for your great introduction. Hey guys, my name is Niranjan Babu. Currently, I am a third year student at Techno International Batanagar, and I have been developing Android application using Kotlin from last 6 to 8 months now. Now I am here to discuss current scenario and what are the opportunities with Android. So basically, Android is the most popular operating system in the world with over 3 billion active users. It has a global market share of about 75%. Okay, and it holds about 85% market share in Brazil, India, Indonesia, Turkey, and Vietnam. So we can let's move to the opportunities with Android. So first of all, this Android domain we can it is a very high paying domain. The average salary is 25,000 per month for entry level Android developer. So it's a huge, and it gives us a lots of career opportunities. And in this domain, freshers are in high demand. So all over all you can join with Android. So now I would like to pass to my friend Shahid Afsar, who will continue proceed. Thank you.
Thank you, Niranjan. Myself, Said Asfar Ali. I am second year student from Techno International Batanagar. Android becomes very popular and people started liking this, and modification updation goes on. And the current Android version is Android 1.0. Android version is Android 11, which is API, whose API level is 30. So which version you guys are using? Reply on the chat box. Well, language used in Android development are Kotlin, Java, C++, C Sharp, and Python. Firstly, Java was official language for Android development. As I said, Java was. So now Kotlin is official language and Java becomes secondary official language in 2017. As you all know about language used to develop Android app. So you was curious about which platform we used to develop Studio. To make Android app in Android Studio, we should know basics of XML to draw layout like a skeleton of body. And Kotlin or Java language to provide logic like human body. When I started Android Studio, I started with very unique word called hello world. You know guys, it's one eternity later to build app in Android Studio as it takes too much time to build. I just wanna say I think we need huge fan to build Android app in Android Studio. That's all from our side. We would love to encourage you guys to build Android apps. And hope many of you come to learn Android development. Thank you.
Thank you so much, team. So I guess that was all for app development. Now, how many of you are gamers? Because we have something very fun coming up right now. You must have been playing games since childhood, but have you ever wondered how is game development domain in general? So I would like to invite the game development guys who would be taking us through all the process of game development. So are you guys excited? Yeah, okay. Okay, great. So, game development guys, over to you.
So welcome to good evening. Welcome to game development domain. I am Chitur Shirak and my teammates are Harikrishna Jana, Autisman Samanto, Orgodeep Chakraborty and Akash Samanto. Here the question comes, what is video games? I think everybody has some kind of idea about the video games. So video game is a manipulation of images which is done by computer program by programmers. Here comes the type of games. There is two types of games, 2D games and 3D games. The game like Mario are the great examples of 2D games. I think everybody play in their childhood. I think Mario. So game like BGMI, Fortnite are the example of 3D games. And I think you have also some memorable moment about with PUBG and BGMI. So next comes the genre. I think everybody has some kind of favorite about the genre. Like I love action games. Okay, so I think you have also have some. So there are the list of genre: action games, action adventures games, adventures are the list. Okay. So I think everybody has the same problem with that. Nobody parents allow to playing games, right? And we all play games. So I think when in future when we will become parents, I think we will not stop our children from playing games, right? I will not do that. I think you also not. So what is the device we use for playing games? Most of the games like Hitman, Cyberpunks, and all other PC games we play in our personal computers, right? And game like BGMI and Cyberpunk, Free Fire, we play in our smartphone. And there are also dedicated devices like PS5, PS4, and PSP, and etc. So these are the overall view of the game. So now the next topic will discuss by Akash Samanto. Akash, continue.
So hello guys, I'm Akash Samanto. So let's get started with what is game development process. While video game development is chaotic in nature, there are still structures and frameworks to keep studios running efficiently and projects on track to be completed. The stages are like planning, pre-production, production, testing, pre-launch, launch and post-production. In the whole stuff, we can create and manage everything. Like what are we building, what is our budget, who is the audience, storyboarding, storytelling, modeling and designing the characters, audio visuals, bug identifying game features, alpha beta releases, master release, bug squashing, game patch balancing, content development, and updates also. Thus, after a lots of this and that, a game is crafted properly. Do you guys know where the games are made? Anyone? Okay. The games are made or crafted in the game studios. So there are many game studios in worldwide along with our country India. Some famous game studios are like the 9 Hours, Zero Game Studio, Electronic Arts, Nintendo, Ubisoft, and Sony Interactive Entertainment. There are also Activision Blizzard, Epic Games, Gameloft, Square Enix, Krafton, and Dhruva Interactive, which is formerly known as Rockstar India Studio from Bangalore. These game studios are famous for their various type of games like Battle Dawn Earth Arena, Frankenstein's Creature, FIFA 20 Apex Legends, Pokemon, Assassin's Creed, Spider-Man, God of War, Overwatch, Fortnite, Asphalt, Marvel Avengers, PUBG, BGMI, and Ronin also. So there comes the assets of game development, which will be discussed by Orghodi.
Hello friends, I am Untitled Chakravarti. I am going to show one of the most important part in game development. There are several assets which are used for developing a game. Gaming assets include everything that can go into a game, including 3D models, sound effects, music, and even complete projects that can be used by a game engine. As discussed earlier, there are 2D and 3D games. For these games, generally 2D and 3D assets are used. Now my question is, can you name some 2D and 3D asset making softwares? Anyone? Okay. Here you can see some of 2D asset making softwares. 2D character designing, props, etc. are made from this. For making 3D assets, we use softwares like Maya and Blender. In this era, everyone mostly prefers 3D objects with the betterment of technologies. Have you any idea regarding any of these asset making softwares? Okay. Here you can see Autodesk Maya in the left side, which is commonly shortened to just Maya, is a 3D computer graphics application that runs on Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. There goes Blender in the right side. Have anyone used any of these ever? I think many of you have. Or if not, then no problem. You can see in the screen they have a fight between themselves, as their usage is more or less same. Maya is better to feed large studio productions, whereas Blender is the ideal choice for small startups. Again, Maya is the industry standard for 3D animation, is used by professionals all around the world, whereas Blender lives under the shadow of Maya and quite useful for freelancers and small startup projects. So, here you can see the interface of Maya. There are several options like sculpting, scripting, lighting, gravity, and many more. You can design a character as you want. For animation making, we first develop a character from certain props, then rig it, and then do the animation. This software was written in C++, Python, C#, and MEL. Then comes the Blender. The software has similar type of usage like Maya, as I told previously. Here you can see the interface of Blender. Here is also the several options like sculpting, modeling, lighting, polygons, and many more. The famous movie Spring was built from this software. You can see the character of Spring in the screen. Also, several characters and 3D assets of gaming are made from this software as Maya. This is the overall view of gaming assets. Now the next part is game engine. This will be discussed by Hare Krishna. So Hare Krishna, please proceed.
Hello guys, I am Harikrishna Jana. So you can see the famous game engines on the screen. Do you guys know any other engine sounds like Ferrari or Bugatti? Okay, I'm sure that everyone is familiar with Battlegrounds Mobile India. तो एक दिन मैं गेम खेल रहा था और अचानक क्या हुआ, मेरा गेम अटक गया, पर नेटवर्क तो सही था. मुझे समझ आया कि माय गेम वाज लैग्ड. प्रॉब्लम तो नेटवर्क का नहीं था, प्रॉब्लम था सर्वर का. So here comes the game networking. Game networking uses cloud computing technology to establish a game server, to provide multiplayer environment, and also to store players' data, which can be synced on multiple devices. There are mainly two types of networking used in gaming. The first one is the server client method. In that case, a server machine manages the online multiplayer function, and the clients, means we players, connect to this server. And the second one is the peer-to-peer method. In this case, the matchmaking server of the game puts the players together in the game's lobby and chooses one of the player to be the host of the game. If the player quits during the game, the matchmaking server reselects someone else to be the host. So here we have Photon Unity network. It is a Unity package for multiplayer games. This Photon server is fast and reliable communication system by which a fantastic multiplayer game system can be developed. It can be used over 20 million online users, so it is very much important in game networking. Now the next part will be continued by Urchisman.
Hello, I am Archisman Samantu, and I will briefly discuss how AI is involved in game. Artificial intelligence is a vast topic and is the most discussed technology in today's world and has been penetrating all digital spaces. With implementation of AI in video games, the games are coming into real life. Let's have a quick look into the most important uses of AI. AI is used in pathfinding to plot the shortest route between origin to the goal by avoiding obstacles. AI, along with deep learning, is offering ultimate games with real-life player characters that are fully customizable and controllable by the player. AI is also utilized in object detection like vehicle detection, pedestrian counting, face detection, and many more. Last but not the least, AI is also used in game analytics, which help developers to get alerts and remove the bugs and other issues from the game as soon as possible. Now proceeding to the next topic, the present scenario of the gaming industry. Video gaming in India is an emerging market. As investments continue to rise, the video gaming market is expected to grow. India is one of the top 5 mobile gaming markets in the world. Esports is also evolving worldwide, even in India. Professional gamers are getting a world-recognized platform to showcase their skills and are also being rewarded for their performances. Though there remains many controversies regarding gaming in India, as PUBG Mobile was recently banned in 2019, which was PUBG's largest market accounting 175 million downloads and over 24% global users. But there is no looking back now, as gaming industries and game development will reach its peak in the upcoming years, and we hope to be an active part of this evolution. So this was a quick tour of our game development domain. Hope you guys have enjoyed and received a lot of new information about the same. If you still have any questions or doubts, you can feel free to ask in the chat box. Thank you.
Thank you so much, game development guys. And that's true. If you have any questions or any queries, what you can do is you can open your mic as well, because this is a very two-way session and we believe in interaction. So if you want, you can obviously open your mic and interact with us. But till then, what we can do is we can roll to the next domain, that is cloud computing. I think that's the domain that is currently leading everything. So let's see what this is all about. So I would welcome the cloud team to take us through what cloud domain is all about.
So hello everyone, good evening everyone. This is Gaurav Batacharya this side from CSC TIB, third year.
And this is Kausik Das from 5th semester.
So today we are going to introduce you to the next gen tech topic.
We will be guiding you throughout your cloud computing journey and help you with every query of yours. So what do you think about cloud computing is all about?
I know what you're thinking, but this is not where your stuff is stored.
Let's get started.
Wait while we've got to load for cloud console.
Let's dive into it.
So what is a cloud computing? Basically, any device you use to connect over any space over the internet, like your notebook or your smartphone, PC, and connect to a server and to its database using your network, is basically means a cloud server.
So what is all the fuss about cloud computing? Let me introduce. The advancement of technology and encompassing network storage and processing power led to epitome of cloud computing. And this in this century it's called cloud computing and or commonly referred to as cloud computing. Let us understand it in simple words. Computing refers to the delivery of different services and local server. Computing refers to use of physical hard drive and website and user can access data only on system. Cloud computing. It refers to delivery of certain services such as data and program throughout internet on different servers. It takes place on third-party servers hosted by third-party companies and user can access it anytime, anywhere.
So what are the companies offering you cloud service? Our favorite, Google Cloud. The next is Amazon Web Services, IBM Smart Cloud from IBM, iCloud from Apple, and Azure from Microsoft. Great company, greater opportunities. So the market currently has two leading cloud companies, our favorite Google Cloud and AWS. And the fight between them continues eternity.
Future of cloud computing.
No, your data won't get lost during rains.
Let's have a sneak peek into Google Cloud servers. Future prospects and opportunities. Cloud architecture at your dream companies like Google, Amazon, Apple, etc. Cloud developers, software engineers, cloud gaming developers, cloud security analysts, and dream packages from a dream company, and much more.
So here is a glimpse of the current comparison between other in-demand IT jobs. The industry demand, payment packages, and freelancing, and the interesting topic makes cloud architecture and other cloud computing roles much interesting for you to pursue in the future.
On-demand services, you use it when you need it. Network access, using network as a medium, you can use any network such as mobile data also. Shared resources are pulled together and used by multiple clients. And scalability allows elasticity of the resources. Oh, you use cloud computing. Your work must be secure. Yeah, it is secure.
Benefits of joining cloud computing. Enrich your knowledge with the next gen technology. Exclusive access to latest cloud related information. Get access to Google Cloud programs. Get Google certified certificates and swags upon completion of various programs such as the Google 30-day cloud program and the Google Facilitator program. And also get guidance to crack your dream cloud job. Let's meet our team. This is Gaurav Bhattacharya.
And this is Kausik Das.
Thank you for joining today. We are signing off for today.
Thank you so much, guys. That was an amazing walkthrough. And I hope that all of us have understood what cloud computing is all about. So now let's dive into something very important, web development. So web development is a domain that we get introduced to as soon as we join any of our technological courses. And that is why it's something that actually makes us believe that websites and all the web services that we have right now is the next generation future for us. So I would like to invite the web development team to make us go through everything that web development is all about. So, welcome, guys. Yeah, you are audible.
Yes.
Thank you, Prajwal, for your great introduction. Again, hey guys, my name is Niranjan Baur. Currently, I am a third year student at Techno International Batanagar. Basically, Prajwal described what is front end part of the web development. Now I am here to describe how to develop the front end part. So answer is simple. You need to know HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So what is HTML? HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. This is used to create a web page and web applications. Basically, this is the HTML describe the data to the browser and browser display the data to the user. And this is how the HTML works. So move to the next slide, CSS. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheet. Basically, it is used to style a web page. You can add margin, padding, border, element, some color on an element by using CSS. Also, you can change the size of the web pages by according to the size of the device, like mobile, laptop, or etc. So now move to JavaScript. So JavaScript is a high-level language which is allowed to make the web page more interactive. Basically, it adds behavior to the web page. So अब यहाँ पर जो बात है तो एक ब्रीफ है. अब जो मैं बोला था HTML CSS और जावास्क्रिप्ट है. बेसिकली HTML एक स्केलेटन है, एक स्ट्रक्चर है एक वेबसाइट का, और CSS उस स्ट्रक्चर के ऊपर जो हम जिस तरह से सजाए उसका जब कलर, उसका बॉर्डर, पैडिंग जो भी हम डालेंगे वो CSS के अंदर आते हैं. मगर अब भी जो वेबसाइट हमने HTML CSS से बनाए हैं वो अभी कुछ फंक्शनलिटी नहीं ऐड हुआ है. सो इस फंक्शनलिटी के हम लोग यूज करेंगे जावास्क्रिप्ट. सो it is more interactive and add some behavior by JavaScript. So by this way, I like to pass my friend Syed Afsar, Ayush, who will continue proceed. Thank you.
Thanks, Niranjan. So now backend. Hi, I am Ayush Kumar Jha from CSC third year, and now backend. So what is backend? The backend is a server-side language that fulfills the demands of a user. And like you have used YouTube, so there you search for anything that backends provide you. That you have searched for any video that backend have provided you. That is backend. तो backend का काम वही होता है जो तुम्हारा जो भी डिमांड रहेगा उसको फुलफिल करता रहेगा. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. तो यहाँ पे वही है, बैकएंड और फ्रंट एंड का बीच में है। फ्रंट एंड तुमको जो दिख रहा है, और बैकएंड वो जब वो देख लेता है तो वो आगे का काम बढ़ाता है, तो वो बैकएंड वो काम में आता है। तो बेसिकली वो बैकएंड में जो लैंग्वेज यूज कर सकते हैं वो PHP, पाइथन, जावास्क्रिप्ट बेसिकली यूज कर उस यू कैन यूज डाटाबेस फॉर SQL एंड MySQL, एंड गूगल से उसको सर्वर पे तुम डाल सकते हो। So which is the best language for web development? So there is nothing like a best language, but you can be sure that JavaScript is best because you can use in front end plus back end both by using their frameworks like React and Node. So basically this, and I like to pass to Ainav.
Thank you, Ayush. Hello, everyone. I am Ainav Kamath from third year CSC department. I will be talking about database. So before we dive into the topic, we first need to understand what is data. So you see any e-commerce site like Amazon, there are lots of product information, or some social networking sites like Facebook, Reddit. There are lots of users info. What are these? These all users name, images, and whatever you upload on these sites. These all are data. So this data needs to be stored and managed. So what do you think? How they manage this data? I mean, they can't be doing it manually, right? So to manage these data resources, a web-based file system is used rather than an actual database, which we call servers. A web-based database actually gives us ability to build our own data storage with ease. There are many web-based database management system like MongoDB, PostgreSQL, and Oracle database, which we can use to build database system for our website. We can also use MySQL database servers to deploy cloud native apps. And to host our website, we used a cloud server. A cloud server is nothing but a utilized virtualized compute server which can be used to make a resource accessible over the remotely services. What does this mean? It means that the servers can be used to put our build website online, so that anyone with the web address can find our site online by just using an Internet Explorer. Now I will hand over to Soham. He will be talking about frameworks.
Thanks, Anab. I am Shom Chotraj in third year Techno International Batanagar. So, what is framework? The framework is a set of resources and the tools for help software engineer to build and manage web application and web services and website. It helps us structure in our applications and they give us additional features without too much work. सीधे शब्दों में ये एक टाइम बचाने की टूल है। मैं एक एग्जांपल से बोलता हूँ तो मान लीजिए आपका खड़ूस बॉस आपको 24 घंटे के अंदर बोला मुंबई जाइए, तो आपके पास चारों रास्ता है। आप प्लेन से जाइए, आप ट्रेन से जाइए, या आप कार से जाइए, या चाहते हैं तो आप पैदल से भी जा सकते हैं। तो आप किस में जाएंगे? ऑब्वियसली प्लेन से जाएंगे। तो यही प्लेन का काम करता है फ्रेमवर्क। So there are some frameworks in front end and back ends. Front end frameworks like React.js, Vue.js, Angular, etc. And back end frameworks like Laravel using PHP, Django using Python, Ruby, Rails using Ruby, and many others. So framework को हम लोग जो वेबसाइट होती है फ्रेमवर्क का वो दो टाइप की होती है। एक होता है सिंगल पेज और एक होता है मल्टी पेज। इफ यू ओपन बूटस्ट्रैप वेबसाइट, प्लीज ओपन बूटस्ट्रैप वेबसाइट। बूटस्ट्रैप, तो यही है बूटस्ट्रैप वेबसाइट। तो आप जब होम पे जाएंगे, प्लीज टैप द होम पेज, तो देखिए पेज को रीलोड हो रहा है। आप फिर से डॉक्स में जाइए तो देखिए फिर से पेज रीलोड हो रहा है। इसको मल्टी पेज बोलता है। तो पर आप जब YouTube में जाएंगे, प्लीज ओपन द YouTube एंड टैप एक्सप्लोर, तो देखिए पेज रीलोड नहीं हो रहा है। फिर से होम पे जाओ, देखो पेज रीलोड नहीं हो रहा है। इसको होता है सिंगल पेज। यही होता है रिएक्ट से और एंगुलर से। तो रिएक्ट बनता है फेसबुक के द्वारा और एंगुलर बनता है गूगल के द्वारा। पर एक बात है, HTML, CSS, जावास्क्रिप्ट के बिना ये फ्रेमवर्क कोई भी काम की नहीं, जैसे तेल के बिना गाड़ी का कोई काम नहीं है। आई होप दैट्स ऑल फॉर फ्रेमवर्क. Now my friend Akash describe many things.
Thank you, Soham. I'm Akash Pramanik from CSE third year. We just have seen the basics of HTML, CSS, backend, databases, and cloud server, right? We will learn these things a lot more detailed in our workshop. Okay. Now the main question is why web development? Why we learn? What are the benefits of web development, right? सीखने का फायदा क्या है मेनली? तो अगर मैं थोड़ा आसान शब्द में बताऊं तो अगर आप सिर्फ फ्रंट एंड सीखते हो तो 25 दिन में पैसा डबल, और अगर आप फ्रंट एंड के साथ बैक एंड भी सीखते हो तो आपको बचपन का प्यार भी मिल जाएगा. Guys, I'm just kidding. But there is a fact. The minimum salary of a full stack developer in India is 7 lakh per annum. So if you work in this domain in future, you will earn 7 lakh per annum or more than that. Okay. तो हमारा जो वर्कशॉप होने वाला है वो अगले कुछ दिन में होगा, तो आप प्लीज जोर जोर से सबको बोल के ये स्कीम बता देना. एंड वी विल सी यू गाइस इन आवर वर्कशॉप. थैंक यू. ओवर टू नियादी.
Thank you so much, web development team. It was an amazing, I think it was a very fun introduction to web development. And yes, we will be hosting our workshop for web development soon. So any one of you who is interested in learning web development are all, we will be hosting it this month only. And we hope that we will see maximum participation there as well. And I think we are done with all the technicalities. Now we can move on to a little bit fun part of the segment. Let's start with a game. So I will be sharing my screen so that you can see what we are going to be doing. I am hoping my screen is visible. So we will be playing Kahoot. So this is a fun and interactive game. So this is the pin and you need to enter it by first going to kahoot.it. I would ask my moderators to please write the site name kahoot.it, and what you guys can do is you can go there and enter this pin, then enter your username, and then we can start with the game.
Just wait for some time.
Sure. Yeah, guys, start joining. It will be an amazing game. You would love it. So as soon as you are joining, you can see the name, your name in the screen as well. Okay, we have 7 participants. Let's wait for 1 more minute and see who all joins. Okay, how to join the game? You have to just type in your search bar kahoot.it. Then the first search result would be the website that we are talking about. You will have to just go there, enter the pin 8044096. That is visible on my screen. Can someone also write that in the chat so that it's easily accessible to everyone? Yeah, so type in that pin and enter, then put your username, whatever you wish to put in. So Yeah, guys, keep joining. Okay, we have 17 players. Great. Should we wait or should we start? Is anyone left to join? Okay. Yeah, we can wait. Yeah, guys, start joining. Okay, are we done? Should I start? Yeah, we have 34 students. Why is there only 23? Please, it's a fun game. It would be amazing if every one of us play together. So keep joining. Okay, I guess that's it. So I'll be starting with the game. So should I start? Can someone just open their mic and tell me if I should start or not?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So all the best, guys. So what we are going to do is basically when I tap on that button, what will happen is there would be a question and some options there as well. You will be given 20 seconds. You will have to tap on the right answer, and here we will see the results. Okay, so all the best. We are going to be starting now. Okay. So this is the question, the quiz day. And we start. So the question is, what is GDSC? We have a lot of options here. We have Google Developers Student Club. We have Google Developers Students Club. We have Google Developers Student Clubs and Google Developers Students Club. Let's see who gets it right. Here we have 23 answers. Okay, so only 3 of you have been able to get the right answer. It's okay. I think over the time you will see what is GDSC about. So, okay. We have the top 3 candidates here. First one, the first place is of Aki. Then we have Soham. Then we have Pritisha. Very good, guys. Okay. So let's move on to the next question. The question is, React is maintained by all the web development guys. I hope that all of you will get it right. Let's see. We have 10 seconds left. 17, 19. Okay, 3 seconds left, 2 seconds left. Okay, we have got the right answer. Okay, very good. 12 of you have got it right, and some of you have assumed it to be from Google. No problem. We will have web development workshop as well, and I hope that will clear everything out. So let's see the podium. Okay, now we have Soham on top, then we have Akash, then we have Spidey, OP, that's a great name. Then we have Swastik, and then we have Aki. Okay. Congratulations, guys. Let's move on to the next question now. What does URL stands for? First option is Uniform Resource Locator, then we have Uniform Resource Locker, Universal Resource Locator, and Uniform. Let's see. Okay, so 13 of you have got it right. That of you have got it right. So congratulations to all those. So let's see what is the podium right now. Okay, we have Spy DOP at top, then we have Swastik, then Archishman, then someone who is not willing to tell their name, and Robin Rishi. Okay, great. Let's move on to the next question. So who is known as the father of C language? I think most of you will get this right. Okay, the first option is James Gosling, then we have Dennis Ritchie, then we have Stephen Hawking, then we have Ada Lovelace. Let's see. Yeah, tap in fast. We have only 5 seconds. Okay, that's amazing. 21 of you have got it right, which means that all of you are C proficient. Great. Now let's see who has topped the podium. Okay, we have Swastik at 1, then we have Spy DOP, then Urchishman, then Robin Rishi, and then Niranjan. Way to go, guys. Congratulations. Now let's move on to the next question. Which of these attacks use fake communication to trick the receiver into opening it and carrying out instructions? Cybersecurity people, this is for you, or the cybersecurity enthusiast. The option is phishing, then we have SQL injection, then we have emotet, then we have malware. Let's see how many of you get it right. So 14 of you have got it right. That is majority of the people. So which means that we have a lot of cybersecurity enthusiasts here. Let's see. Okay, Swastik has been maintaining it. 6 players have reached answer streak. Great. So 6 of you are doing great. Some of you have not even answered any question wrong till now. Great. Let's move on to the next question. 6 out of 10. Which of these ranks first in the list of most played video games? All the gamers. This is your cue. Make sure that you prove yourself a very good gamer by tapping the right answer. Fast, guys. 5 seconds only. 4. Let's see. Okay, great. Majority of you have got it right. It's PlayerUnknown's Battleground, and some of you have got actually assumed it to be Minecraft. That's okay. But PUBG lovers, I guess. There are a lot of PUBG lovers here. So you have full faith in that game. Great. So let's see what is the leaderboard right now. Okay, Akash has now topped. Swastik, you have to play a little better right now. Akash has, gone above you. Then we have Spidey OP, then Urchishman, and someone again not willing to tell their name is here as well. So 4 players are still maintaining the answer streak, which is great. Now let's move on and see the next question. This is the 7th question. What is the first version of Android to have a code name? So some of you must know that Android has started to give code names to its versions. So I hope all of you get it right. We have 21 answers. Okay, so Android Cupcake, yeah. The first Android version to have a code name was Android Cupcake. And I think it makes us all hungry by even talking about this name. So let's move and see the scoreboard, the most exciting part. Okay. Okay, Akash is at top, and someone not willing to tell their name is at 2nd position. Way to go. Then we have Robin Rishi, then we have Niranjan, and then we have Soham. Great. Let's move to the next question. Which one among these have the largest Git repository? Microsoft, Google, Facebook, or Windows Vista? Tap in the answers fast. We have only 7 seconds. Okay. Okay, so I was not expecting so many of you to get it right. I am astonished. You guys are so intelligent. And I would say you are very, tech savvy. Great. Now let's see the leaderboard. Okay. Akash is actually maintaining it. Now Varsha is the highest climber. Great. Then we have Niranjan, then not willing to tell their name. Then we have Brati, then we have Robin Rishi. Okay, congratulations, guys. I think we are at the end of this game. We are at the 9th question. Which one among these have the largest code base? Let's see how many of you get it right. So 15 of you have got it right. It's Google. Yes, it has the largest code base, and the best part about it is that they have their own version control system, and that is why the answer Microsoft in case of the largest Git repository was correct and not Google, because Google has its own version control system. So let's move to the leaderboard. Akash is still maintaining. Then someone not willing to tell their name, then Robin Rishi, and then Ayush. And Orgodeep has climbed to 4 places in just one question. Great. Now it's the last question. I would like to say all the best. Make sure that you guys give your best. Let's start with it. Last question. Think different is the tagline of, let's see, who can get it right? Microsoft, Adobe, Apple, or Yahoo? Tap in fast. We have only 4 seconds, guys. Yeah. Okay, so most of you have got it right. I did not expect this as well. I must say that you guys are quite technically sound. Let's see the leaderboard now. Are you guys excited? I hope you're excited. Let's see. We have Pritisha. Congratulations. Then we have Niranjan with 6,852. And the first one is Akash. Congratulations, Akash. So all three of you have aced the quiz, and everyone who has participated, you are equally winner. It's just that these guys have scored a little better. That's it. Congratulations to all 3 of you. And I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it? Can we have some noise in the chat box?
Yeah,
Great.
of course.
Yes, great. So 51% of you have given correct answers, which is great. So we had fun, right? Did you guys have fun? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. I think all of us had fun. I also had fun with you guys, and it gives me immense pleasure to see that most of you are quite technically sound, and I believe that you guys can reach greater heights with a little bit of polish and discovering your true potential and taking it further. Now it's time for question and answers. Any questions that you have for us, you can switch on your mic and tell us about anything that you expect from us as a community member, or anything that you believe that you are still not clear about GDSC, so we can help, and that would be great. So all the questions will be taken up now. Okay, so no one has any question? Is that so? Or any suggestions about how we can make this community better? Anything like that? So meanwhile, I would ask my moderators to please drop in all the social media, all the social media handles, so that you can get regular updates. And apart from that, we have our own WhatsApp group where we interact with people, because as I said, a common aspect of this community is networking. So let's network, right? Let's network it the right way. Let's do it on WhatsApp and try to solve each other's problem and collaborate on projects. That would be great. So, and if you have any friends outside your college or anyone who you know is even a little bit associated with technology, all welcome. This community is open to everyone who has interest in technology, and together we want to reach greater heights. And this was our first session of this year, and it gives me hope that throughout this year we will be doing a lot of things that would make this community much more better. And I hope that you guys would be supportive and try to be participative as much as possible, because at the end of the day, if you're not active, then this community is not alive. And all the 3 winners will be getting shout out on social media platforms. So please drop in your chat contact with our moderators and drop in your usernames and all the social media handles so that we can tag you guys. And just one last request to everyone who has attended this is to please fill the feedback form that would be sent to you via mail after this event. Give your honest feedback, because without feedback we won't be able to understand where we are going wrong or where we can improve, where we can improvise. So it would be great if you just fill the feedback form and give your honest opinion. That would be great. So I hope no one has any questions or suggestions. Yeah. Yeah, you will be getting something because you were a tech member, so don't worry about that. Yeah. Thank you so much to all the tech team and all the moderators and Varsha and Gaurav who has been controlling. Actually, it's not only them, the whole tech team has been controlling everything that is going. So this event alive right now is just because of you guys. You guys have did amazing job in making this smoother. And we hope that over the time we will be hosting more of such events, and we have some good things planned even in this month. So let's just hope that all of those go right. Okay. So thank you so much. So yeah, guys, you guys can sign off, and that is it. We hope that you enjoyed the event, and don't forget to join our. Yeah, Aman, do you have any question?
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Yeah, you guys can.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.